Hey folks, it is day 49 of 84 Days of the Artist's Way, and I finally did it. I finally officially announced my Awakening Artists Collective private Facebook group, which I'll have a link for below in the description. As all YouTubers like to tell you, there's a link below in the description. I was so nervous about doing this. I was so nervous, and I don't know why. It's a free private Facebook group. I don't know what I'm so worried about. But I think it's really just the sense of like I'm doing something that feels very true to me, and I'm starting something new, and I'm planning to like really put my effort into it. And you want to believe that Field of Dreams idea that if you build it, they will come. But the big fear, of course, is if you build it, no one will come, and then you'll just be alone in this thing by yourself. And I think that I just have to. Who are you? I'm just watching people out the window while I'm talking. I'm just not staying focused. But it's one of those things where it's like, I need to face that fear, and I think I've talked about this before. I need to face that fear and experience that fear so that it can no longer be a fear. Because the only reason that it maintains being a fear in my life is that I don't do it, and it becomes this hypothetical thing that I'm afraid of happening, or I'm afraid something is going to happen if I do it. So I just stay in fear instead of action. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy to like break out of these fears, but what I am saying is that as someone who has let fear win on a daily basis, God, who is smoking pot? I know I live in California, so everyone, but geez, it like reeks of weed right now. It's not me, for once. Anyway, I'm super unfocused today, but I think I'm just kind of like, wired, because it's like, I think what happens is when you face the fear and you do the thing you're afraid of, then all of that fear energy just kind of turns into excitement energy. Like it's just alchemy, And so I think I'm just feeling a lot of that right now. And this excitement, because it's like, man, maybe no one will join. And then I can just experience that and survive it and not be afraid of it. And also recognize that all I've done so far is just like post it to my Facebook wall. And I don't really know how much like my Facebook friends are like my audience. In fact, they're really not for this kind of stuff. And so I don't know why I torture myself and keep trying to like get these people to be interested in what I'm doing, but I just feel like it's part of the practice. It's part of, I think I may have talked about this in another video about doing the videos as just part of a daily practice. It's just the practice of what I do. There was a coach that I had talked to, and she said, I don't like marketing, but it's part of my practice. And so that's kind of what I'm having to remember is like just posting it today, just sharing it today. It's not about getting a flood of people who are like, yes, I want to be in your group. Yes, I'm totally into what you're doing. I mean, that'd be great, but like what it's really about is just the practice of putting it out there, the practice of doing the thing that I want to be doing, the practice of turning fear into excitement, the practice of breaking through fears and dissolving them, because that's exactly what happens. As soon as you do the thing you're afraid of, you're no longer afraid of it, because it's certainly not as much as you were before. And certainly for something like this, which is just, for God's sake, it's just posting something on Facebook. There are plenty of people who don't seem to be afraid of that at all multiple times a day. So it's like, this certainly applies to irrational fears as well, of just like, you have to do them to prove that they're not real. And I think that's the message for today. The things that you're afraid of, that are irrational, you have to do them to prove that they're not real. It's the only way you're going to figure it out. And then once you do see that they're not real, it's like, oh, what else isn't real? What else am I worrying about that I shouldn't worry about? It really starts the transformation. So that's what I'm excited about is, in a way, and I've talked about this as well, like being an adrenaline junkie for your own fear. It's kind of like once you do this a couple of times, you kind of get hungry for it. So I'm kind of like, all right, what else can I do? What else can I do that I'm afraid of? But one day at a time, right? Anyway, that's all for now. And I hope if you're watching this video and you're into my videos and you're into what I'm doing, you'd be into joining the Awakening Artists Collective private Facebook group. So yeah, just click the link below and I will see you there. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for another day of 84 Days of the Artist's Way. Thanks. Bye.